Hi, I'm Keely.
I'm Chandra.
It's nice to meet you. I'm going to be interviewing you today about some things that we're talking in my policy class regarding HIV and AIDS in the prison system in America. So my first question is, do you have a group of people that you feel like you have a personal bias against? Like a particular group of people that you feel you have certain beliefs about already? No?
I'm alright with everybody.
That's good. Have you ever been to prison?
Yeah.
How long were you there?
8 years.
Okay, so how do you feel about, this is a personal feeling question, how do you feel about the prison system in the United States of America?
They crap.
That's a good answer. Could you elaborate on that for me?
They just, some of the guards and stuff they're bullshit. And, sometimes they come to work feel better than us. They just make us feel like scums, but you have to deal with it when you do something, you gotta go to prison. So.
Yeah, well, do you care about what goes on inside of the prison other than when you were there?
No.
You don't?
No.
Why do you feel like that? Just curious.
I don't know.
Because you're not there anymore?
Yeah, I'm not there no more, so.
So you would say that you're glad that you're not there anymore?
I was definitely glad.
Well, how do you feel personally, to change the subject, about people with HIV or AIDS?
I ain't got no problems with them, as long as, I don't get no fight with them, they get me.
Put yourself at risk?
Yeah, basically.
I know what you mean. So would you say that in our society that safe sex is important?
Yeah,
like it's important to practice safe sex?
Yeah, most definitely.
What was your experience inside a prison with people that you knew? Maybe you weren't cool with them, but people that you knew. And did they practice safe sex?
In prison? Probably not.
Did you even hear about any kind of contraception or anything in the prison system?
Yeah.
Do you know like how you would go about
Didn't
getting condoms or anything like that?
No, in prison, you can't. They don't give you condoms in prison.
There's no way. Can you buy them on commissary or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, have you ever known anybody personally that had HIV or AIDS or was a victim to it?
Yeah.
How did you feel towards that person? Were they close with you?
No, I ain't, I keep it every now and then with them, but that's about it.
Do you know, like, how it affected them?
No, not for real. They just was always, they was outgoing sometimes, and then sometimes they was just sick. So.
Did you ever talk to them about it, or did they tell you that they had HIV or AIDS?
Yeah, they told me they had it, but we ain't never sit down and talk about it or nothing like that. He caught it while he was in prison, so.
Okay. Have you ever thought about HIV and AIDS in prison? Like, other than when somebody would talk to you while you were there?
No.
You haven't thought about that at all? Do you care about the people who would be suffering from HIV or AIDS inside of the prison system?
Yeah, I do. Because they don't give you the kind of treatment you need while you're in there.
If you were sick when you were in prison, how would they treat you? What would happen? Anything?
I mean, they give you your medicine, but as far as really caring about you, I don't really care.
Like, would you just go see, like, a nurse or something like that?
Yeah. Go to pill call and take your medicine. That's it.
Was it really, like, super restricted about what kind of medication you could get?
Oh, yeah. The nurses, as far as the nurses, they make sure you get your medicine and what you was and wasn't supposed to get.
Yeah.
So it was pretty restricted.
Do you think it would be difficult for people who were victims of HIV or AIDS to get their medicines in prison?
Yeah.
Do you know about how it would be if you had to, like, renew a prescription or anything like that?
You just go to medical and let them know. Most of the time when you run out, I guess they fill your order for you, so.
It's just kind of like the daily motion. Like,
if you run out, they give you your pills, and then once, you're getting ready to be through taking them pills, I guess they'll order you some more.
Okay, well, why would you say that you care about somebody with HIV or AIDS who was in prison?
I mean, because I care about them because, they humans too, so I hate for them to suffer and go through what they're going through.
Do you think that the people who have HIV or AIDS in prison, do you think that social problem affects the entire country?
Yeah.
People within prison and people who are not?
Yeah.
Definitely. Because that's kind of what we've been talking about.
Yeah.
It's how it's not just, the problem's not just in prison.
It's on the streets too.
Humanity,
Yeah.
right. In general. People who get out and don't know that they are positive
and give it to everybody else.
and don't realize it.
Yeah.
Did you know that you cannot be, there's no law that's passed where it's mandatory to have testing before or after when you enter or exit prison for HIV or AIDS?
Mm-mm.
Did they test you for anything when you went
Yeah,
into?
you get tested. I mean, all you gotta do is just go ask them to run tests on you, and they'll let you know if you got it.
They will?
Yeah.
Did you have to pay for that?
No. Yeah, $3, a medical charge.
It is?
Yeah, $3.
But is that something you could pay with your commissary, or was it like through commissary? Did you have to work while you were in prison and use the money you made to go to the doctor?
You can work in prison, but the money comes off your book whether you work or it comes from a money order. You still pay for it.
So if you didn't have $3, could you go see the doctor?
Yeah, but once you got your money there, they'll take it from you.
I gotcha. So how do you feel about there not being that mandate for people to get tested when they come in, or almost especially when they exit prison?
It's pretty bad. They should.
They should. Why do you think they don't?
Right, it's just...
Get the real answer.
Cheap.
Because they're cheap.
cheap and they don't care.
We had kind of talked about in my group how they don't want to have to be the people who are in charge of it. They don't want that on their back. They don't want to have to keep track of that. They don't want any kind of breadcrumb trail.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care.
Like yourself.
Do they care about they being the guards in prison?
Guards, nurses.
Do the guards seem to care about their personal health?
Nah,
Do they care about your health?
probably not. I mean, if you hurt yourself or something, they just take you to medical. But as far as caring, they don't care.
Depending on the day, was there
Yeah.
like different doctors and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
I mean, you come across your alright nurses and doctors, you know what I mean? But then you go in there sometime, most of the time they give you attitude and all that. So,
Like they don't want to be there.
yeah,
Well, thank you for your input.
you're welcome.
If somebody were to ask you, if you saw somewhere on a ballot or you saw anywhere you wanted to fight for a policy or anything, if somebody asked you, would you fight for a policy to stop HIV or AIDS in prison, would you vote for that? Would
Yeah.
you be for that? Okay.
Definitely.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.